No, but do you think that the Modi government is going to show that document? Will MEA show that document?
No, they will never show. They are liars. Most of them are liars. I would be surprised that when everything falls down, Modi will hold him responsible and sack him.
Dr. Swamy, are you suspecting that there's some sort of a secret deal which apparently Prime Minister Modi is not wanting to share?
Not secret deal, secret surrender. There's a big difference. So the question basically is, I will say that Modi has in this meeting, they've got everything, they've got complete access, and they've got Pakistanis on their side. We haven't got Pakistanis on our side. Who's on your side today? Is Nepal on your side? They're supposed to be a Hindu kingdom. They're not on your side. Is Bangladesh on your side? Not at all anymore, certainly. Is Sri Lanka on your side? Well, Sri Lanka, for a variety of other reasons, they're playing neutral, but they're not going to come and shed blood for you. Is Maldives? Maldives are giving you a kick, and then after that you started helping them. Can Sonia Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi make any demands on China? They're totally compromised. They've taken money from them, and they're documented that. Even the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, you see, you will find that the Chinese have paid money.
But do you think that even Adani and other corporates are also involved in this, and that is why this is the reason
Adani is
why
Adani is the biggest champion of China. He's totally complicit. This is the man who said to you, Modi, that koi aaya nahi, koi gaya nahi. Now he says we have made a deal that you don't come beyond this and we won't go beyond that. That means you are liars all this time.
Hello and a warm welcome to HW News Network, your one-stop show, truth be told, for some engaging and thought-provoking conversations. Prime Minister Modi recently met the Chinese President Xi Jinping at Russia's Kazan on the sidelines of the BRICS Summit, and this meeting was possible after the two sides agreed to resume the patrolling arrangements at two very, very crucial points. And this was after several rounds of military and diplomatic talks. Now, both sides have said that they want to go back to the status quo ante of 2020, before the Galwan clashes happened, if you remember, in 2020. Now, how does one read this bilateral meeting? And if you look at the statement which came out from the MEA, it very clearly said that the two leaders have agreed that the special representatives of the India-China boundary question will meet at an early date to oversee the management of peace and tranquility in border areas and to explore a fair, reasonable, and mutually accepted solution to the boundary question. Now, the biggest irony is that, what the MEA is saying and what the military is saying, there is a huge difference. The army chief already has said that there's a lot of distrust, and to go back to the normal situation will take a lot of time. But I'll go one step ahead and ask, will we ever go back to the normal ties when it comes to India and China? Because there's a lot of territory which China has already captured on the Indian side. Will China go back on its land grabs? Has Prime Minister Modi spoken to Xi Jinping on these sticky issues? Joining me now is a very special person, veteran BJP leader, Dr. Subramanian Swamy, who's spoken a lot on this issue. He follows China very, very closely, and he is known to be one of the biggest critics of Modi's policy as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Swamy, for joining on HW News. It's wonderful to have you on the program. And the first question, of course, is this bilateral meeting between Xi Jinping and Prime Minister Modi. Now, it seems that, everything looks very hunky-dory now between India and China. But how would you read about the takeaways of this bilateral meeting? Yes, Dr. Swamy.
First of all, it was Modi who asked for a meeting. And Xi Jinping didn't agree on the first day. First day, he met all kinds of people. He met of course, Putin, but then you met the Saudi Arabians, and then later on, when he had time to spare, he said he would meet Modi. Modi went to see him. So they met in some neutral place. Or they went for a walk, as Modi did 16, 17 times with Xi Jinping earlier, and annoyed him thoroughly, and therefore all the subsequent following of hostility was partly due to that. But anyway, Modi was shown his place, and it is he who raised this question. And we have not been shown, I've told you in the Hindi version, that where is the agreement with the signature of the two people or of two representatives of the government, stating what is going to be the future movements that are going to take place. This has been hid. All we get is these chamchas in the External Affairs Ministry are saying that this is how it is, a great breakthrough, blah, blah, etc. But there's no newspaper in the whole world which is talking about a breakthrough.
No, so Dr. Swamy, according to you, this is not a diplomatic breakthrough as what the conventional and the legacy media are trying to make it out. And also, everybody's saying that at least this is the first baby step which the two countries have taken after 4.5 years.
Baby step, they have already occupied 4,000 square kilometers of Indian territory, which was undisputed territory in Ladakh. And now you're saying, we are trying to recover the land, blah, blah, nothing of the kind. They have very clearly said that we will start the negotiation to establish a border, proper border on the basis of existing realities. See the Chinese one in the Chinese language papers, and they will tell you everything. Ask our government to translate that. One of their most prestigious papers, the People's Republic, People's paper, I think it's a Ranmin Bao. Ranmin Bao literally means the people's newspaper. So all this is spin, spin, spin. Is it a fact that they have taken 4,000 square kilometers of undisputed land over Ladakh? Have they ever answered this question? No. In Parliament, they say it is secret. Well, how can it be secret from an Indian? How can it be secret from a Parliament?
What they're calling it as a disengagement agreement, which will lead to de-escalation. That is what they are saying. That this is the first.
Where is the document for that? They are saying they are liars. They have been liars throughout. Is there any way we can bring them to book unless we get the original document? And why should I go hunting for a document? I am entitled as an Indian to get a document.
No, but do you think that the Modi government is going to show that document? Will MEA show that document?
No, they will never show. They are liars. Most of them are liars, and that I would be surprised that when everything falls down, Modi will hold him responsible and sack him, and he can then go and migrate to Washington, where his family is now moved to, and stay there. The question is, there's no sense of patriotism. What is there to negotiate with the Chinese? Ask them to get out. No, we agreed exactly down to the last inch during Narasimha Rao's time. During Narasimha Rao's time, we agreed to every inch and drew all the lines. Now, what are you drawing? There's no new line to be drawn. The only new line is to be drawn if you accept that the Chinese have crossed the Narasimha Rao line and have acquired land which they had originally said we are not laying a claim to.
No, but just allow me to interrupt you. You are saying that this disengagement agreement which has been signed, it should be put out in the public domain so that the entire country can see this, so that the two sides have signed. This is what you're saying?
It is my right. I want to know as a citizen. If you say, okay, at the time of fighting the battle, whether we have got one division or two divisions, whether we're going northwards or southwards, You need not tell me that. Those are strategic matters. But when you have said that you have decided, put out the documents. They can't put out the documents. They'll be called traitors by every Indian in the country.
Dr. Swamy, are you suspecting that there's some sort of a secret deal which apparently Prime Minister Modi is not wanting to share?
Not secret deal, secret surrender. There's a big difference.
No, but what is China gaining out of this? If Modi has surrendered, what do you think is China gaining out of this?
We are the largest population country in the world with the most brilliant minds, and they were produced all over the world. They produced things for other countries. And we have a history. We used to dominate China in the ancient days, and the Chinese used to come to our country to learn. And now this man is prostrating before them. We have not got any pictures or correct pictures of his meeting. There is no question of his joint signatures, which normally comes in such matters. Nothing is. You're just told, and you're the media. I'm not talking about your media, which is independent, but the government chosen media. They just go on repeating, saying what is the Hindu newspaper is perhaps on the a little better than the others, but they are also constrained by the lack of the data. So the question basically is, I will say that Modi has in this meeting betrayed the government of the people of India. He has yielded to the Chinese land, which was never before yielded.
No, but do you think that ever we will go back to the normal situation, the status quo ante 2020, which they are talking about?
Go to war. Tell the Chinese, give them ultimatum, get out or we'll throw you out. They come over a mountain, come down to us. We can smack the hell out of them, but we are shivering. I mean, this is the time to teach China a lesson, the whole world to accept us as Vishwa Guru in the real sense of the term, not Vishwa Darpokes. In the national interest, put all these documents you have signed or your underlings have signed, put it out. We want to see it. We want to, or give it to Parliament. Put it on the table of the House. Let Parliament discuss it.
Is it something which is related to Modi's weakness, and maybe that weakness is being capitalized on by Xi Jinping?
Yes, when he was chief minister, he went 10 times to China, and the ambassador at that time was Jaishankar. And I suppose that his elevation subsequently has got something to do with what the Chinese, what hold they have on Modi. They have been insulting us day and night. Then he says, "Koi aaya nahi, koi gaya nahi." When the Chinese have already come into undisputed areas of Ladakh, he's saying, "Koi aaya nahi, koi gaya nahi." The country is not holding him to ransom. I mean, he's holding the country to ransom, and the country is doing nothing about it. No, what can they do when they don't know?
That what is that something, Dr. Swamy, why is it not
just because people ask, they're the idle asking. If the people give me a guarantee that they will come out on the streets and ask Modi to resign, then I will do it. But people just want to see a cinema that I will be putting out. This is what happened. These are secrets which I obtained from friends. And they are in highly placed people. Why? Because in the past I've had very good relationship with the Chinese, and even Deng Xiaoping, came in my favor to open Kailash Mansarovar, and I was the first one to go after decades and decades of being blocked to go to Kailash Mansarovar. And again, after Modi came, the Kailash Mansarovar has been blocked. So I know the Chinese very well. I speak Chinese. I've read China. I've written books on China. I've had Chinese students who are now in very key positions in China. So naturally, I get this information.
No, but you're talking about the weak spot. You said that. No, I'm saying that is this the reason why Prime Minister Modi keeps you at a distance? Probably he knows that you know some weak spots of Prime Minister Modi, and this is why he keeps you at an arm's length.
See, he is nobody. We all got together and got him elected. And he keeps me at arm's length. You're a double crosser then. Why didn't you keep me at arm's length on the very first day? You have known him since 1972. What is new that he had? He knows me. He knows what I did to Vajpayee. I exposed him thoroughly. So where is the new thing for him? He suddenly found out and then said, keep him out.
No, but what, according to you, exactly has China gained from this bilateral summit? Obviously, Modi
The
must
whole
have
world, they have
something, must have
shown
made some concessions.
what? No concessions by China. All nonsense. They're just words. And those words are different. Please, that's why I'm asking you that please get the documents signed by both. And see the language which the Chinese have used, and see the language that we have used. We have been supplicating. They have been telling this, that. Have we included their monstrosity in all the places that they came in and killed our soldiers? No, not a word. Have they agreed that the whole of Ladakh is a part of India? No, they have not agreed. What have they agreed? I don't know what they have agreed, because I don't know anything which has appeared which shows that they have agreed to anything. And here they are all, a big thing, breakthrough. What nonsense. Till yesterday you are dancing with Mr. Biden, and now you are dancing with Modi. What will people think when you start dancing with everybody?
No, but Dr. Swamy, what has really gone wrong with our foreign policy when it comes to our approach towards China?
There's no foreign policy.
Yes, sir.
Foreign policy has structures, objectives, priorities, strategy, and the amount of money you're going to spend for that purpose. These four things are the important things that should come out. Then talk about policy. Everybody uses these big words, policy. What policy? If the Chinese come into your country, cross your borders and come and take over your land, what is the policy? If you have self-respect, you'll go and fight. If you have not got the strength to fight, then you're prepared to fight. Say, okay, we'll do it after 2 years. But
in the beginning of the program, you said that this is not a secret deal, but this is a secret surrender.
Yes.
To what extent is this surrender which you can gauge? I mean, has Modi surrendered further? We've already given up so much of land which already China has captured. Now, what else is left for us to surrender?
What will be given up? Now, if they come and tomorrow take over Kashmir, what will you do? Because now they got an access. From Depsang, you can easily go via the northern route and take over not only parts of Ladakh, but also of Srinagar. They've got everything. They've got complete access, and they've got Pakistanis on their side. We haven't got Pakistanis on our side. Who's on your side today? Is Nepal on your side? They're supposed to be a Hindu kingdom. They're not on your side. Is Bangladesh on your side? Not at all anymore, certainly. Is Sri Lanka on your side? Well, Sri Lanka, for a variety of other reasons, they're playing neutral, but they're not going to come and shed blood for you. Is Maldives? Maldives are giving you a kick, and then after that, you have started helping them. What language they use? The new president of Maldives. Where are we? Is Pakistan on the western side on your side? Sindh and all? No, not at all. Is Iran on your side? Iran is now openly attacking Israel. Israel is supposed to be our friend. Why don't you stand up? All that is in the newspaper publicity. Till the public votes him out, then you'll all change your tune. Modi lost out of his 5 lakh margin, he lost 4 lakhs. And this 5th lakh, which saved him to win the election, I don't even know where that came from. So the public have spoken. They have said, and we have lost majority. And we have to get Chandrababu Naidu and that guy in Bihar to help you out. They can leave any time. They have no regard for Modi, I'm telling you.
No, but now, what does really one make of Prime Minister Modi's approach towards China? You are saying that he has surrendered, he has prostrated before Xi Jinping. And so, how does the country know what has happened? As what you said, that the agreement should be put out in the public domain, the journalists should ask for it, the people as citizens should ask for a copy of this
Yes.
disengagement agreement. But would the government ever agree to do
What,
it?
what,
And has any government
why,
done it?
why does the opposition make these demands? Can Sonia Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi make any demands on China? They are totally compromised. They have taken money from them, and they have documented that. Even the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, you see, you will find that the Chinese have paid money. I know it very well. I know, for example, when I brought down the BJP government in 1999, I know what the Chinese told me. They told me that we would prefer Sonia Gandhi to become the prime minister. I laughed. I said, she's not even Indian. She said, no, she settled down here. They did a lot of propaganda. I said, nothing doing it. That's why we failed. Because Sonia Gandhi then went off on her own and broke her commitments that she will support the fall of the BJP government. So there are so many things happening in the background. How do I go on? Because of your channel, I'm able to say these things. No other channel would have carried it.
No, but Dr. Swamy, but this always means that whichever party is in power, will India be always kept under China's thumb, or rather, India?
As long as the media and intellectuals are chamchas, this will go on. You need people to stand up and make their voice heard. Then it will happen. In the emergency, there were stalwarts who stood up. Jayaprakash Narayan, the man who led us to freedom, Mrs. Gandhi put him in jail.
No, but you said that Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi have not. No, you are saying that even Congress has compromised. But I've seen Rahul Gandhi so many times, raising this issue about China. He's written posts.
What did he say?
He has spoken in Parliament as well.
No, come on, take out that statement. It's all fudged. I don't go by that statement. He should say, China, get out. Why did he say that? Instead of that, he said, Modi has done this, Modi has done that. Why don't he say, he's the leader of the opposition, say, get up and say, Mr. Modi, we want the Chinese to get out and we'll help you in that.
No, but
That's what
Dr. Swamy, Modi is the prime minister of the country.
So-
Instead of asking questions to the opposition, more questions need to be asked of Modi as to why he can't say.
What are you doing in Parliament? You ask Parliament. Tell us what happened on China. How much have we lost? Give us the document which you signed with Xi Jinping. Give us the document in Parliament. If you don't want the world to know, give it to us in secret. They don't do it because they are also complicit. It's not that there are not people in this country who are very patriotic. There are lots of them in every party. But their leadership has stolen the leadership, I would say, and they are complicit. They have taken money from abroad, and so therefore or they've got industrialists who are getting money from abroad and are breaking every rule in the world.
But do you think that even Adani and other corporates are also involved in this, and that is why this is the reason why
Adani is the biggest champion of China. Okay. He's totally complicit, and he is running against all Indian laws in Gujarat, one of the Gujarat harbors. He's running a joint operation with them. Even when Modi was banning this and banning that, even at that time he continued. Nobody asked, no newspaper wanted to publish it.
But how are the Chinese papers reporting this entire bilateral summit?
India, we have shown India its due place. Read People's Daily, Renmin Bao, the newspaper of People's paper. That is their official paper, and they are laughing away. I can read Chinese, so I can make out in no time. But these guys, they're all
So if you, so
illiterates when it comes to China.
no, but if you look at this entire bilateral meeting in entirety, so what has been the biggest takeaway? Is it a zilch? Is it a cipher?
It
It's
is
nothing.
a meeting of master and slave. See, nothing more than that. The slave went to the master, and the master said, "This is what you'll get. Sign here, otherwise you'll get worse." And he signed. Otherwise, this is the man who said to you, Modi, that koi aaya nahi, koi gaya nahi. Now he says, we have made a deal that you don't come beyond this and we won't go beyond that. That means you are liars all this time. You said that koi aaya nahi, koi gaya nahi. Your prime minister said so, and you kept on repeating it. How is it now that you are negotiating? Has China walked out even 1 inch from what they had acquired since 2020? I'm not talking about Indira Gandhi's time or Jawaharlal Nehru's time.
Yes.
Not even 1 inch.
Right.
So this is the thing. You see, our intellectuals are all bogus intellectuals. There are a few. I'm not saying they're not some brave ones, but those brave ones are all sidelined. They don't get any access to the government documents, nothing. And all these whiskey drinking types who are lording it over, they are the ones who are putting it out in all these established newspapers. It's thanks to these this ad hoc TV programs that you all are doing, that the public is coming to know something. Nobody is watching now the established media. They're all now watching your private, whatever you have done in the private level in terms of projecting news, because they say at least get something. So this is the thing. You see, the question is, there's no need beating your chest about it. Oh, the Chinese have taken this and that. You decide that our country needs people who will fight the Chinese. If we have to make up with the Americans, make up with them.
Right.
If you want to break Pakistan into 4 pieces so that they don't come in your way, break them first then. You can't protect them, the lady in Bangladesh, the country which we created. At that time, all these guys were giving us lectures in Bangladesh. They were begging us. I was a member of parliament. I know that I raised the maximum number of voice for Bangladesh independence. Everybody knows that. I have students at Harvard who are now in key places. I won't name them in case they get into trouble. And I know what is going on. Why can't you send the army there? And we have an agreement that any time the government of India, that is an agreement with the previous government and us, that any time India feels that their Hindus are being threatened, they don't need the government of Bangladesh's permission. They can walk in at any time in any part of Bangladesh. This we have got in writing. Mrs. Gandhi has signed one place, and another person who was an ad hoc president of Bangladesh.
So, sir, towards the last lap of the interview, I would just want to ask you that at the end of this bilateral meeting, what are the 2-3 things which you really want the government to come out with?
I want the government to first put out whatever you signed with Xi Jinping. 2, I want the government you have made tapes, or you ask the Chinese who have made tapes of all the conversations the two have had, make it public. And I want the government to tell us who are the people in the civil service who accompanied the prime minister, and then of course that waiter, as I call him, who is now the minister of state. What did his discussions take place with Putin? They went and Putin. They sought Putin's help also. Imagine, it's such a big country. Wants Putin to intervene so that the Chinese are a little softer than they were before. So I want all these things to be put on. You can put it in Parliament, and let's see what the parliamentarians do. Otherwise, once it goes to Parliament, it will become public. Once it becomes public, then we will take over. That is what.
Supposing if all this doesn't happen, the demands which you've made, and if these demands are not fulfilled.
You see, this question I was asked during the emergency. Supposing Mrs. Gandhi doesn't withdraw the emergency and you have to be underground all your life. I said, that's my fate. I don't mind. I did it for Mother India. If Mother India is not ready, there's nothing I can do. But I had faith that this country, which overthrew the Mughals, no other country in the world overthrew these crazy people who came from abroad. All others became, for instance, take Iran. Iran had a beautiful civilization of the Zoroastrians, and the Shias moved in and finished them all off.
True.
All those who wanted to live came to India. They have lived in India happily. But that was converted to 100% Islam. But and then you have the case of British, who in Africa and all taken the backbone of all the local people. They've made them all Christians. This is the only country which stood up to the Muslims. Ultimately, they've vanished. Does anybody know a relative of Aurangzeb? Find me one relative. You can't find a relative of any Mughal leader or a king or whatever he was called, Badshah. There's none. It's wiped out because the Hindus never gave up. They fought, whether it was Rana Pratap or whether it was Shivaji or what, Rani Jhansi, lost, got killed, no matter, kept fighting and drew them out. Then the British came in a weakest moment, and in 1815 they took over by cheating of some people. And but we fought. Right in 1857, Rani Jhansi also came at that time. They fought till the end. We got it, whether we got it by Gandhi's methods or not, but the country was prepared throughout. We will not be slaves of any country. That is the spirit of the Indian people.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Swamy. And it was wonderful to have you on the program on HW News. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.